Hello, welcome. My name is Natalie. In today's episode, I'm gonna talk about Bitcoin and Ethereum and how we have on Bitcoin this double bottom right here. We do have the neckline. So will the market come back down and retest it? And will the market break the 47,000 that we do have here? And would then be confident that the market actually is gonna continue to the upside, and where do we find our entries? So continue watching this video. I'm gonna show you exactly what I see. Looking at the daily on Bitcoin, we can see that yesterday we did have this inverted candle right here, and we are also at a support that for the market to continue to the upside makes sense, because that's usually what the market does. You have this reversal candlestick at the support, so that's very important, and the market did what it was supposed to do, so that was good. And if we're looking at the 4-hour, we can also see that we did have a double bottom right here. We did have the neckline. What the market can potentially do right now is that it can come back down and retest this neckline and then continue to the upside, and we just might break the 47,000 area around here. But as you can see, I was talking about this target right here that I did have on 44118. The market just wicked into it, came back up, and then it continued to the upside. And you can see that we did have a low, and after that we did have a higher low because it's higher than the previous one. So it actually makes sense, because we're also at a huge support level right here. We've been at this area before. This looks so cute right now. It looks perfect. That for the market to continue right now to the upside, I mean, it makes sense, right? What we are waiting for right now, or what I'm waiting for, if we're going down to the lower time frames as usual, if we are combining these two time frames together. On the left side, I have the 4-hour on Bitcoin, and on the right side, I have the 15 minutes on Bitcoin. And I want to see where this neckline is right here. Just copy and paste it to the exactly. So on the lower time frames, we can definitely see right now that we are in a little downtrend, because we are making a high. This one was closed below the previous high that we did have here, and it did continue to do lower highs. The market can come back down here just to retest this zone right here, and that's the neckline. So if the market comes back down here and we start to see high and higher lows, we will definitely start to see opportunities to buy the market, because we did break this lower high on the higher time frames. But this is what we are waiting for when we're in a downtrend market like this. What we want the market to do is that we want the market to break the previous lower high, and after that we want the market to come back down again and retest the previous lower high, because the market can continue to the downside again. That's why we need the confirmations. We always need the market to break the previous lower high that we did have, otherwise you don't know what the market will do. So that's market structure. On the lower time frames right now, you can see that we are in a downtrend, but we want the market to come back down to this area where the neckline is, where the previous lower high is, so we can see, and after that we can wait and see if the market starts to do higher low, higher low. Market can also break to the upside right now, retest this trend line to the downside that we do have, and continue to the upside. So the market doesn't have to come back down again. I do believe the market will do that, but obviously that's something that we do have to wait and see. The market can also come back down to this support that we did have right here, and that's 45755. If you missed that trade, we are waiting for the market to break the previous support, the previous resistance that we do have here. Comes back down, retest 46121, have a double bottom, and then we are buying at the second leg. Then we are in a long. So that's what I see on Bitcoin. A little recap, because we are right now at a support. That's a pretty strong support, and if we are breaking the 47,000 right now, we can definitely start to be confident that the market is actually on its way up again. So this is what everyone's been waiting for. And if we are looking at Ethereum, we do have the same. Let's start with the daily, and we can also see here that we are at a previous resistance, previous support. The market came back down, also gave us this inverted hammer, continued to the upside. We go back to the 4-hour. We can see that we did have this double bottom. You have the neckline right here. The market broke to the upside, came back down, retested the neckline, and then continue up. Comes back down. So what we can see on Ethereum on the lower time frames, if we are combining the higher and the lower together, we can see right now that we are actually retesting this support that we did have, and it's also a previous resistance. And on the higher time frames, we do have a doji. So we can take a Fibonacci from the low to the high. So the low is 3321 to the high, and that's 3437. And we can copy and paste it to the lower time frames just to see, and you can already see that we did retest the 50%, and that was 3379. The market can come back down here again. So I do believe that if we want the market to come back down a little bit more, I definitely can see that this area is really important, because that's the Fibonacci levels that we have. And the 50 is 3379 and the 61 is 3365. So if the market continues down, we definitely can see here. And what we want the market to do is obviously start to break into the upside and give us higher high and higher lows. If we want to see if the market is respecting some areas on the lower time frames, we can see that we are at a, let's use that. Do it like this. Yeah, and you can see that the market been here before for a couple of times. We can also go back a little bit further and see how the market did. Yeah, you can see that we've been having this support since for a long time. And if we go back even more, you can see that we are having that as a resistance. So it does make sense that the market is actually can come back down here again and then start to give us some movements to the upside. So right now we're just in a pullback. So if the pullback comes back down here, that's really good. And obviously we want to see how the candlestick's looking at the higher time frames. But if the market comes back down and gives us a doji like this, because we do have this huge candle to the upside that did break this consolidation that we did have and this previous lower high. When a huge candle like that breaks it, the market doesn't have to retrace that much. But this is just an area for us to look at, just to see if the market comes back down here. If it doesn't come back down here, we definitely can see the market continue to the upside right here, break this little support that I was talking about, come back down, retest it, and then we are buying if it's giving us a double bottom right here. And if you're buying at this area, and that's 3406. But remember, always look at the candlestick, how it looks, because we want the rejections. We don't want a huge candlestick to the downside. No way. We need the reversal patterns. We need the dojis to make sure that we're actually in a safe trade. And if the market goes against us, that's okay, because we can't do more than that. We are not supposed to be afraid to take our trades. We are using our confirmations to go into the market. Just as we were talking about Bitcoin, if the market breaks this high right here, that's 3525, we can be more confident that the market is actually on its way up, because right now the market can do whatever around here. The market can also continue being bearish. We are not sure. We're not 100% sure that we are in a bullish trend until the market actually is breaking this lower high that we do have here, because the market can make a new lower high at this area because it's lower than the previous one. But we slowly started to make lower higher high, higher lows, higher high, maybe a higher low right here, at the Fibonacci level, and then it will continue and break this level. That's obviously something that we do have to wait and see, and I hope we're gonna see it during this week. So hope you have a good week. Trade with risk management, and we see each other tomorrow. Bye-bye.